All right, guys, and a huge welcome to this brand new Merchant Fly video. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact things you need to do before you appeal a misrepresentation in the Google Merchant Center. Since Merchant Fly is an official partner of Google, we discuss a lot with Google themselves, and we always have fixes to solve everything. I can understand because there's a lot of information online, a lot of information on YouTube, on Twitter, everywhere, that it's very hard to know what you need to do whenever you have a misrepresentation. So let me show you the 5 steps you need to take to get approved. So let's dive in together. So first, whenever you start with the Google Merchant Center, so everything is done, everything is set up, you get a couple of reviews from Google to see if you are compliant to be able to advertise on Google. You can get these reviews on different stages. So you will get one whenever your product feed will be uploaded. You will get one whenever you start your advertisements in the Google Ads. And whenever there is any issue or an error, you will get this email. Unfortunately, Google found an issue with your account that requires your attention, misrepresentation. So that's a very hard thing to have in your Google Merchant Center because it's a hard fix if you don't know what you need to do. So then you go to your Google Merchant Center, and this is the message you will directly see whenever you are in the Merchant Center. And this is the exact product status. So there are 2 kinds of listings. You have like the free listings and also the shopping listings. If everything is disapproved, this one will turn, whenever you filter on all marketing methods, to red. But whenever one is approved and one is disapproved, you will get limited. But this is the worst case. So everything is disapproved. So what most people think, it's not that bad, let me appeal it directly and it will be fixed. That's not what you need to do. First, you have to see what kind of message it is. If it's a new Merchant Center, 9 of the 10 times you will get an automatic review. But there is also like a manual review. And you can see it exactly here. It's saying Google found this issue through automated checks. That means that an AI system of Google just flagged your store and shut it down. This is a manual one. That means that a Google worker checked something on your store, checked all the requirements, and they are not good. So they clicked on disapprove this store manually. So that's the difference between these things. And it's very important to understand what these things mean, because then you can just set up a game plan and fix it. Because an automatic check is way different than a manual check. Whenever it's a manual check, most of the times it's findable by a person. And whenever it's an automatic check, it's something in your backend. So it can be anything. Then the last thing you have to check before you appeal is there an ID check, yes or no? If that's not the case, then it's fine. But if that's the case and you need to upload some documents, your identity card, your business trade license, whatever, you need to do it correctly. Because if you do this wrong, your business will get flagged and you never can go live again with this exact business on Google. So let's dive in the step-by-step checklist I've made for the misrepresentation fix. So first, most of people work with Shopify. I do it also by myself. All my clients do it. Some work with WooCommerce, but I see that almost never. So it's most of the times just Shopify. The things you need to do is check your product feed. If there are mistakes in your feed and it's not syncing well, then it will be a direct misrepresentation. If your policies are incomplete, you have a lot of broken links, the requirements from Google's policies aren't met, or the business information is lacking or not complete, then you will get like a misrepresentation. You also need to check your full store brand, all kind of pages for broken links. You need to use professional and unique branding, because if you're a copier of an existing brand, you will get a misrepresentation as well. And then the false promises, if you use false promises, for example, same day delivered, those kind of things. There are a lot of different things you need to check that could lead to a misrepresentation as well. Then the Google Merchant Center. You have to check in the Google Merchant Center a lot of things as well. Are the data sources linked correctly? Most of the times when you have a misrepresentation and you're just a beginner, it's not linked that well, so you need to fix that. Same for the product feed. Are the right products syncing into my Google Merchant Center? Are the business details correctly in the Google Merchant Center comparing to the rest of the store? Is the domain verification done? So is it linked well, or is there an issue? And then you need to link, of course, Google Ads and Shopify the right way. Then some other things. You need to fix your listings, because if there are some mistakes, or you're just selling weapons like knives and other things that are very harmful for people to buy, or like anabolic steroids, some things like that, So Google has its policies that they don't want to see that. Whenever you have that, they will block you directly. Then you need to check as well if you have extremely AI titles, like it's not even human anymore, you will get flagged. If there are some mistakes in the AI images, for example, 6 fingers, strange faces, the AI module is wrong, then you will get like misrepped as well. If the pricing is too low, for example, you're selling something for 1 or 2 euros, that's not possible because comparing brands are not doing that. You will get a misrep as well. And if you just copy one-on-one AliExpress listings, that's very bad to do as well. Then the Google Ads checks. You need to do the advertiser verification. It's a very important one. It will not lead directly to a misrepresentation, but it can block your Google Ads. So it's very important to fix that. Syncing the right product feed. If you have like a wrong product feed, an outdated product feed, you will get a misrep as well. And a mismatch in the currency. So if there is any mismatch, for example, on the store, you're selling pounds, but in the backend, it's like euros, it will mismatch and it will lead to a misrepresentation as well. Then the company, you have a lot of company flags, way more than these. But for example, if you have multiple disapproved merchant centers based on one business, then you will get a flag and no merchant center will work anymore. An invalid phone number, so have like a right business phone number that's callable as well. No company certificate. If you don't have a company certificate, it will mismatch your actual business details inside the store, business, GMC, and it will be mismatched. So it will be a misrep and the wrong business details. So check if everything is set up correctly. So if everything is checked and done, you can ask for an appeal. And this is the perfect mail you can get, this one. It's like the requested review of misrepresentation has been completed and the issue no longer appears in your merchant center account. This is what you want. And after that, everything is approved. So it's not true that you always get a misrepresentation, especially in the beginning, but it can happen. So it's very important to know these fixes, know what to do. So then the full funnel, one more time, because you need to fix everything to get approved. First, start with your store/brand, then the Google Merchant Center fixes, then check your listings, everything that has to do with it, then your Google Ads account, and then your company. So if you would like to stay up to date from all kind of updates from Google Ads, from Google Merchant Center, everything. We are a Google partner, so whenever we get anything in our email box discussing these things on call, we will share it if it's possible to share, of course, because some things we can't share, unfortunately. But if there's anything we can share, you can stay up to date for the misrep fixes because Google policies always update. So it doesn't mean exactly that this will work next year still because Google has a lot of updates every year. So I would like to thank you for checking this video. If you have any questions, shoot me a message on my Instagram, Merchantfly, or on my LinkedIn, Max de Ring. And if you have any questions about whatever, you can also leave it down in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.